have a mantra, and it is choose not to fail. And the thing is, in the startup community, we often preach fail fast, learn, fail fast, fail fast, fail fast. But sometimes, you just have to choose not to fail. Let me give you an example. When I started Full Contact about 6 years ago, I had a vision for what the business was going to be. And I had deep conviction about the idea. Deep conviction. And we built a prototype, we built a product, and it was mildly successful. And we started to raise capital from investors and venture capitalists and angel investors. And I went to meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. In sum total, I pitched 126 times and received 126 no's. That can do something to a guy's self-esteem. And my co-founders were looking at me going, I don't think this business is a good business. Investors don't like it. There's something wrong. But our users liked it and our customers liked it. And I said, fuck that, let's just choose not to fail. And the very next pitch was with Brad Feld at Founder Group. And Brad got it. He understood it. He totally was like, yep, get it, I want to write you a check. So you can actually Google the story, 126 no's and one big yes, and there's a giant blog post I've written about the process. But this was a process that tried me and tested my soul, tested my grit, tested my persistence. And sometimes persistence is the most important thing. If you fail too fast, you don't actually see if something's there. And if you have deep conviction about your idea, fuck everybody else. Go after it. Go get it. You know who else has almost failed? Or chose not to fail, I'm sorry. Oh, how about the guys at Airbnb? Nobody liked their idea for like 4 years. They were broke, dead broke. Every investor was turning them down. On both coasts and in Europe. And finally, they broke through. You know who else almost failed? It was 2012. A man named Elon Musk. He was the laughingstock of the industry. A couple industries, solar, cars with Tesla, space exploration with SpaceX. The famously Mitt Romney, Republican candidate for president 4 years ago, called Tesla a loser during a debate. Elon was down to his last pennies. He had blown his $170 million fortune on Tesla and SpaceX. He was in Boulder, Colorado, my hometown, sobbing and weeping. And then, on Christmas Eve, he got the phone call from NASA saying they awarded him a $1.6 billion contract. And he also received funding for Tesla in his next financing round. This is when the media, the press, called him a failure and a loser. But he persisted. He continued. He chose not to fail. So, one last story. This was my last financing round a couple years ago. And I was out there fundraising, Boston, New York, San Francisco, Bay Area. And every single venture capitalist wanted me to change my strategy of my business. They said the vision is a little too broad, we just don't get it, yada, yada, yada. Turn me down. Turn me down. One after the other after the other. My leadership team, pretty senior leadership team, started to doubt me. Started to doubt the vision. Started to doubt the business. And I started to doubt myself. And I was like, man, these are a lot of smart people. They're from Harvard and Yale and Wharton, and they got these advanced degrees. They've been in the business a long time. Maybe I should change my strategy. Maybe this isn't working. Maybe I should fail fast with what I'm doing. And I talked to Brad Feld again, And he just told me, VCs are ignorant sheep. Ignore their advice. Do never, ever, ever change your strategy based on VC's input or capital partners' input. If you have deep conviction with something, hold that vision. Hold it. And I did, and lo and behold, the business over time took off. And VCs, all the same VCs who turned me down are saying, wow, that was a smart strategy you pulled off. Why didn't we think of that? My point is, sometimes, don't fail fast, sometimes it's simply best to choose not to fail and persist. Thank you very much.